Už na tobě se na to přijde, že nemůžu prostě přijít na to.
Kamerku?
Jak tu kameru tam
Počkej, to jsme nějak zašli.
Norbert říkal, že to je v tom hangoutu.
To bylo by nějaký...
Tak tady na ní jako... Vždycky nevím, jestli skočí tady to. Jinak si můžu pustit ten přenos, takže...
Jo. Čím to ukazoval ten... kameraman, čím to bylo? Čím ta kamerka to bylo?
Ale jinak teda tady všechno je mračka.
Můžeš to nechat! A vy, paní? Já teď si uklidnit, co prokne. Když to nic.
Co stalo? Ale teďka jsem spalil ten Skype, počkej, ten Skype mám. Počkej, jak to bylo tadyhle.
Nebo klidně, ale ještě zavolat Norbert, on říká, přišli nějaký lidi.
Já to mám. Krankela. Na Zenorby. Čau, prosím tě, potřeba radu. Jak se tady jsem u toho na notebooku, aby při tom Skype přenosu byla fungovala kamerka místo, ta externí kamerka místo té, co je na tom, na notebooku. Vůbec si nějak... Mhm. Počkej, Evi, můžu prosím tě? Můžeš prosím tě? Potřebuji, aby tam byl ten Skype. Jo, tady, už tady, tak, Hangout, vyčit. Je tady Hangout Google, jo, Hangout Google. Či mám tadyhle. Mám tady kamerku, tak, a je tady ozubený, jo, je to kolečko, jo, Face, a počkej, tady, jo, Face, HD kamera, jo, no a teďka tady, jo, a mám tady jenom ta kamerka, počkej, ona tady není vidět zařízení, je tady nastavení a je tady FaceTime HD kamera. Ano. Ne, je tady ozdobený kolečko, je tady nastavení. Jenom tady FaceTime HD kamera, výchozí, zvuk. A výchozí, vestavený vstup. Ne, ale není tady nic takového, jak říkáš, kombo. Ne. Počkej, tak já se vidím. Jo, vidím sám sebe, jo, a uprostřed na vrchu, ano, je ozdobený kolečko nastavení. Vedle hlasitosti, jo, vedle hlasitosti, mezi telefonkem a hlasitostí je nastavení. No a když ho zmáčknu, tak mi vyskočí okno nastavení a je tady jakoby jenom výběr kamery.
Jo. A tohle je z počítačí. This is from the computer.
No.
So if you get the other one, that is okay, it's not there.
It's not here. Aha. Jo, on totiž to zařízení píše, já zkusím odpověď zapojit, že si vzpomínám. No, totiž není vidět. Hele, už je našla. Ona bylo potřeba jít, už to máme. Ona se nemohla najít. OK, dobrý, máme to. Díky. No. Myslíš, ta kamera? Jo, nekráč. OK, víc tomu, jasně. Jasně, zkusíme to. Aha, rozumím. Jo. OK, dobrý, ale dobrý. Tak jo, díky. OK, dobrý, čau. Yeah. So for the sound, it would be ideal to have some extension for this Jerba. Speakers is it needs some USB extension. USB extension. To lepší, to dá se nepíšu. Ty to predesiluje jako ty.
Já jsem to chtěla, já myslím, že to ani neznačilo tebe. Tak musím někde
So you want to play the music?
It's a stretch left to right. The opposite. Yeah. Right. Try flipping. No. No, you can't just flip it.
It's a little bit more thin, yeah. They're not finished yet, but so they were very I think some girls I don't know, but then it doesn't matter what kind. They feel more.
Do it even better.
Yes.
It's also flipped. I don't know why, but I mean, it's left, left, right, right. No, like piano is on the left, on the right.
There should be an option where you can manipulate and change the camera.
Crooked.
Better. I think so is right. Maybe there is some option there.
Camera.
Camera options.
Maybe the camera options, but I don't know where it is.
Oh yeah. Then
This Apple.
you gave up.
I mean, yeah, I have no experience.
Yeah.
Hard for me to like that. To byl. Hlavně to dal vrátit. Byla doprava. Nakonec spíš na to, no. To bylo lepší, protože je lepší než to.
Nevím, já jsem to... Je to jako... To je zvláštní, no. A to tak jako... normální, nebo to nedošlo? A myslíš, že jste bude nastavit?
No, ale taky nastavení kamery. Můžeš tady volat nastavení kamery, to se děje. To je...
Ale tak nejdůležitější, že...
Máš na stranu něco, kamera.
I keep forgetting to
Tedy kamera.
No ne, tam jenom do... Tak už máme 2 diváky. No tak já doufám, že nás teda slyší. Asi je to zapnutý, veď? Jo, je zapnutý. Tak snad nás slyší.
Dobré ráno. Chtěla bych vás dnešní bohoslužby a zdravím taky všechny, kteří jsou vysílání asi. A na začátek bychom se zaspívali dvě.
Dobré ráno, první písně bude jednou dál. Prosím, postavte se. Uvolněte se. Spravte se.
Jednou budem brát, jednou budem brát, jednou budem brát, já vím. O, jen víru mít, doufat mají, jednou budem brát, já vím. Cíl je blízko nás, cíl je blízko nás, cíl je blízko nás, já vím. O, jen víru mít, doufat dají, cíl je blízko nás, já vím. Jednou přijde mít, jednou přijde mít, jednou přijde mít, já vím. O, jen víru mít, doufat dají, jednou přijde mít, já vím. Jednou budem brát, jednou budem brát, jednou budem dál, já vím. Jen víru mít, doufat dají, jednou budem dál, já vím.
Další píseň hned bude následovat a to bude I Saw the Light. So the first song, it means something like we shall, actually there is an English version, we shall overcome.
I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. I was so under and sitting in sin. I wouldn't let my Savior in. When Jesus came like a stranger in the night. Praise the Lord, I saw the light, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. But just like the blind man, I wonder, worries and fears I fight for my own. And I And the king said, praise the Lord, I saw the light, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Prosím vás, abyste zůstali stát, protože si přečteme slib číslo 7. Slib rodiny číslo 7.
Že soustředíme tvého hlasu a životem prvé, uskutečníme svět založený na kultuře srdce, který má koření původní pochopení lidí.
Tak vás poprosím, abyste se připojili k mému. Drahí německý rodiči, děkujeme ti za tento den. Je neděle a sešli jsme se tu po dlouhém týdni, kdy jsme chodili do školy a do práce a měli spoustu starostí, aby jsme ti aspoň tohle dopoledne nabídli. A zveme tě sem a chtěli bychom, aby si tu byl s námi a aby si mohl přijít mezi nás a do našich srdcí. A tak bychom si chtěli poslat, co by si nám chtěli říct přes Cvetka, který dneska bude mít bohoslužbu. A chtěli bychom tenhle čas, z tohohle času získat hlavně novou inspiraci a naději a sílu do nového týdne. A místě sem zveme a děkujeme ti, že jsme se tu mohli sejít. To jsme mohli ve jménu Ani Slezákové a nás všech. A teďka už můžou odejít děti. Zůstane tu harp a školu si odvede celá Gregorková a budou vlastně mluvit o slibu rodiny číslo 6, takže školáci můžete.
Kde školka?
A školku si odvede jenom Mokrý a budou mluvit o Rebece, která byla nevěsta pro Izáka. A teď si zaspíváme svatou píseň.
The principal use march. No, počkáme vteřinku, máme takový trošku složitý PowerPoint. Musíte to tam nalistovat. Tak, volili jste všichni? Byli jste volit?
Samozřejmě.
Výborně.
Sláva vítězům, ale čest konečně.
Ano. Jsme to takovou písničku vybrali trošku z nostalgie, teda v souvislosti k volbám. Jsme připraveni, tak jo.
We are the youth, soldiers of the truth, called by our own God. Now is the time, march to the war, sounding the battle cry. Too long the dark night of sin held in fear the people of the world. We'll drive the darkness away, bringing the new day. Lead high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea, to the ends of the earth. Heaven and earth forming anew, blessed by the light of God. Evil and sin vanish away, burnt in the holy fire. This is the land of the heart, every people living as one. The voices filling the land, sing a joyful song. Lead high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea, to the ends of the earth. Now is my heart bursting with my hope. We are the youth of God. See how we go, moving as one, marching against all command. 5 towers shine in the ranks, every people, every race of men. We'll shake the heavens and earth with the victory song. Lead high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea, to the ends of the earth. Lead high, the banner of truth on high. March forward, crossing the sea, to the ends of the earth.
A teď už bychom přivítali Cvetka, který bude mít pro nás bohoslužbu na téma 2 roky naděje. Tak se buďme pozorní a poslouchejme, co nám se snaží říct.
Ahoj. Yeah, I wish you good morning once again, dear beloved brothers and sisters, our blessed families. Welcome. I give you one clapping like this for everybody. I will not use this if you don't mind. Yes. So why we joined here today? Okay. So joined here today because we have some good news. As you know, every Sunday we have some good news and also some more good news. So what are the first good news? Is we will read something from Chambu Mogyong. Please volunteer to read and raise a hand. Okay, Peter, please.
Founding Spread Association for Unification of World Christianity. Section 1 background, providential background. Upon true fathers return to soul. No? Okay. Dobré stránky.
Ale dotaz, není to v češtině. Není to v té české knize. It doesn't exist in Czech.
Not yet translated.
Tak budu číst pomalu. No. Hodně pomalu. To nemůžu. To bychom měli hodně dlouho. Takže providential background. Upon True Father's return to Seoul on September 17, 1953, he began looking for ways to carry out his work in that city in the earnest. In addition, he visited churches in Daegu and Busan to guide and encourage the members working on the front line of those pioneers' missions. He offered many sincere devotions on behalf of Protestant pastors and government leaders who had not accepted. In this way, he established the foundation of faith for a new beginning. He personally established the standard of Abel's providential mission. On this foundation of vertical restoration through humanity, and on the foundation of 3 churches in Seoul, Busan, and Daegu, he sought ways to carry out the horizontal providence of restoration on the foundations of substance. Finally, on May 1st, 1954, True Father founded the Holy Spirit Association for the Unification of Christianity at a place that we call the Three Gatehouse in Bukha-dong. Songdong-gu, Seoul. That address was later changed to 39116 Shindang-dong, Junbu, Seoul. The founding of Holy Spirit Association signified that, in the providential sense, the Father had established a church that would represent Judaism and Christianity. That is, he himself would now stand in the position of Jesus on that foundation, having identified that had not been fulfilled through those 2 religions. It was because of this belief and rejection of Christian denominations that ultimately True Father founded Holy Spirit Association. He established it on the foundation of having triumphed in his course of restoration through indemnity in North Korea. In this manner, the new mainstream in God providence began with True Father at the center, and changes began to appear in all areas of society, in the nation, and throughout the world. Directly after Korea's liberation, I wanted to make a new beginning together with Christianity. But because of opposition from Christian ministers, that phase of the providence was blocked. After that, I was supposed to work together with the nation of Korea, but that road also was blocked. Just as Israel and Judaism should have accepted Jesus, similarly, Korea and Christianity should have accepted me. They went in the opposite direction, however. As a result, the churches and the nation deviated from God's will. I had to restore through indemnity the fact that Christianity had become a Gentile religion due to Israel's rejection of Jesus. Just as Christianity had to go through Rome, Satan's realm, in order to develop, I had to go to North Korea, a communist nation that represented Satan's realm on the world level. From then on, I had to carry out the work of restoration a second time. I had to pay indemnity on individual, family, and tribal levels. This is why I have suffered until now. What could have been accomplished in one go had to be repeated several times. The Unification Church has to represent Judaism. God set up Christianity to act on behalf of Judaism, but Christianity also was not able to fulfill its responsibility. Eventually, I established the Unification Church to fulfill this responsibility on behalf of Christianity. After the establishment of Republic of Korea, it wasn't Christianity or other the spiritual groups. But I, who stood at the center of God's will, ever since I began to be persecuted, I stood alone before God. In the Bible, it says, your enemies will be members of your own household. Christians were like my family, but they came to stand in the position of an enemy. As a result, all the foundation prepared by God to be discarded. God's will came to be centered solely on Him, and I had to make a new beginning at a new level from then on. It was a result of faith for me to bear. From then on, Christianity drifted further away from God's will. The democratic world also drifted away from God's will and began to go in the wrong direction. I had to go through hardships, and this is why I spent 3 years in prison beginning in 1948. After all, North Korea is also part of the land of Korea, so I had to go there and fight Satan on the front line. Since South Korea was also on Satan's side, I had to fight in South Korea as well. In both North Korea and South Korea, I couldn't avoid fighting against Satan's side. My time in North Korea corresponded to the Old Testament age, and in South Korea to the New Testament age. This is why I was imprisoned for 3 years in North Korea. In December 1950, I left North Korea and laid foundations in South Korea for 4 years before establishing the Holy Spirit Association for the Unification of World Christianity on May 1st, 1954.
Okay. Hello. Ahoy. Okay. So, in the Hundoke we read, we saw like few times restart, like do something. Heaven, true Father started to do something. There was a foundation, and they nothing. And again, restart until the year was 1951. Founded Holy Spirit Association, 54, if I'm not wrong. Okay, 54. So, what time we are now? We have this Vision 2020. Now we are year 2018. Consider from the viewpoint of a school, you can say that the period of exams is the period that corresponds to our time. Some may say the best period of school is when? Holiday? Materska school? Actually, yeah. Once you go on, you learn that the best period of the school is the exam. Why?
Because you get to learn.
Get to learn a lot, and you will become able to continue forward. You harvest what you have planted in the exam. Very relaxed, yeah. But it also shows that how have you been doing in the past years. That exam is so important. No, not only one, but all of them. And if we see from this perspective, from the perspective of exam, from the perspective of election, which is the right one, we have new future, yeah? But with the Vision 2020, it obviously appears very clearly to us that to realize the Vision 2020, we have one nation of Chonyogu. Does it depend only on our two parents? So, as you may know, also in the school, if you say that no matter how good the teacher is, if he does his job, it helps me a lot, his explanation and so on. But in the end, for sure, at least I have to remind myself once again what I have to do. Is it true or not? So, no matter how good two parents are, there is still remains the secret principle or the more well-known principle. In order for something to be achieved, it's necessary God's portion of responsibility and human portion of responsibility. So it's applied to everybody. But seen from the perspective of God, this period is very, very happy because it thinks that the children, since they received two parents, have been doing well. It has full trust in us. Never doubted. Never doubted in us that we are going to do well. And in this period, there is another chance that we once again intensify our efforts. So in order, when it comes, the great and glorious day, we receive the glory. Yeah, because he wants to give us the glory. That's why are the exams. Not to push down people, just to say, okay, we did it, yeah. So that's why, once again, the portion of responsibility in this period, if we define by words, for human beings, what is it? It's in this time, the time of completed testament and of the Chandraguru, is a time of following two parents and tribal messiahship. But no matter how we define it, we always see it's connected with two parents, yeah? Forming a heavenly family, centering on two parents. So if we say more simple, really practice what two parents teach us. If you'd say, well, maybe God will not recognize my efforts because I have no results. I do my best, but I have no results. Did somebody have this feeling? Nobody. Okay, you had it? Okay. Yeah? Oh, okay, good. Okay, I also have this feeling. Like, okay, I do something, but it looks like God does not recognize it. But it's not true. If we study the history of restoration, once again, we see that not the people who were only in able position, if they did good, were blessed by God, but also people who were, let's say, in Cain position, which we say, they also were blessed by God because he recognized also their efforts. We study the central history of restoration, but we see also, for example, in the family of Jacob, 12 sons, and 2 were in position of able, if we remember, and there was Judah, who was with the other 10. But he did some effort that he was honest, he repented sincerely. So, God recognized also this effort, what he did, even though it was not his able position. And later, from this tribe of Judah came Jesus. So, even if we say, like, for a sinful person, he has a responsibility to fulfill, community in total has a responsibility to fulfill, but everyone, each individual, no matter what he does, like even simple prayer, it's always recognized by God. But in our mind, we expect his recognition to be with a glory. Because we expect that if God recognizes my efforts, I will have result. But maybe it's not like that. If you have a chance to ask God, Heavenly Parent, I did this and this. Did you see me this doing? What do you think He will say? Yes or no?
Yes.
You think no? Yeah. But maybe our mind is saying, but since I don't have my soul. Yeah?
Sometimes not.
Yeah. Okay, then whose problem is it? You say, it's my problem or God's problem that He didn't recognize. Yeah, then we come again to another point where how to create everything. When we say everything, even ourselves, how to create a human being, ourselves, we are done like this. We are done by give and take action between subject and object elements. We can say these dual characteristics of mind and body, of plus and minus. But when we say everything, even to have a result, even to advance somewhere, even many people, we say they want power, or maybe we need power. Even to make that possible to have power, it's necessary give and take between two entities. These entities might be people, might be person and the truth, might be person and any action. This is also action, taking a breath in, breathe out. So, what might be the problem then? How to make good results centering on Heavenly Parent? It's very simple. When we go to the human fall, the same principle was applied. Like Adam and Eve, they could grow in maturity if they had give and take with God. Very strong give and take with God. But what happened was their give and take became stronger with Satan. So, how to do? When it becomes stronger with Satan, then of course this energy, power, and life can carry on, but they are fake energy because for a certain period it's like a strong boost, powerful, but it doesn't last long. In the principle of creation, where we see God, things grow through longer period of time, but stable. Think about the seeds when we plant. If you take a farmer in the field, he has to really prepare it a lot. And whatever seed you take, prepare it a lot, and then you plant it. And it grows. Yeah. You can say for the growing period, not so much thing to take care, if we said seed. But there is a time of harvest. Is it important, the time of harvest, or no?
Of course, yes.
It is. But if you see the biggest mobilization of people, when they in the fields, if you have seen in the village, the biggest mobilization of the people is when they harvest the field. Everybody, because it should be done in 3 days or in 1 week. Like focus their effort. Whole the family goes there. Like children carry the bags, or the donkey comes there if we are in the olden times, or the tractor comes there, everything ready. And the barn needs to be clean where they will put it in order not to be wasted any seed, and the more efficient to be. So these 2 years, if we say from this viewpoint of the harvesting, it's the years of harvest. So every single member of our family is necessary there. If not for picking up the harvest, you can sing a song. Okay, let's harvest together. This is still something good. This will be recognized. Once you even grow more, your heart, you can also participate in the substantial harvesting. Yeah. So, but will it be a mistake if nobody goes to the harvest? But if one person goes to the harvest, not enough. Yeah. So as many as possible. Forget, who am I? I'm not so strong. Come, let's harvest. Yeah. Forget we have so little. Let's go to harvest. So, when is the time of harvest? If we translate this in actual days. Notice that last year had been more intense than previous years. Quite a few sisters and brothers went to Korea, Topkan. Some similar spirit continues with the witnessing center and activization of another place for UPF right now. We may say these are coincidences, but this is really a deep spirit that is involved in all external things which I mentioned. And what is important here is once we started from last year, to not stop. We have to pass all the exams, not only the first one. So every year, whatever it comes, blessing, true mothers coming, let's do activity. Activity means what? Give and take. If we are exhausted, again, let's read the principle or Johnson Young. This is a good give and take and recharge over there. Recharge. And as I said earlier, it's not that we will gain superpower immediately. The principle of God is it takes time to recharge, but it stays firm over there. It does not be destroyed. Even in this Sunday service, if we don't take everything what is said here, if we recharge only one point and keep it there, because you know this is a God's point, then this can push on, not only today, not only the week that will come, but also in the future for your life, family, career. So, in the end, even happiness is kind of give and take. We know about that. Yes, we do. Do we or we don't? Yeah. So multiplication, and in the human history is known. This time also the last days. It's a period of days, but this is like the last days of this period. It was reminded me one day that why the period of Vision 2020 started with 3 years of mourning from True Mother. If we go again in the past, we see there is a dream Jacob had, Joseph, about the cows that came out, 7 cows, and there are 3 cows, these 7, 8, the 3 fat cows. So, you know the story, everyone? Yeah. So there were, Joseph saw a dream where appeared 7 cows, and then, well, then this, oh man, I'm confused. So there were 3 fat, and there were 7. Okay. So there were some cows which are fat and some cows which are fat. I need to recharge again also about this. So the story is that first were the fat ones and then were the thin ones. And what he did was that in this time we will save from the fat ones, from the ears that are going to be full of blessings, we will save. in order to overpass the years that will come with no harvest. So if you take like this year 2020, these years are years full of blessing. Very important is to harvest, because we don't know really what is going after. If the 7 years will come in another 7 years of difficulty. Yeah. So, once again, let's do our responsibility. Don't worry about when we say the end days, the last days, new heaven and new earth will come. But in the other way, it says, earth is eternal, generations come and go. What else come and go? If you say, temporary power come and go, false power come and go. False purpose also come and go. If you say in a modern ways, money come and go. Yeah. But what remains forever? Remains the bloodline, family, children, legacy. You know, again, it reminds to us, do not worry what we will eat or what we will drink. Go for the kingdom of heaven. Pray for the kingdom of heaven. In the last days, it said there will be judgment by fire, which I assume all of us know the judgment by fire is speaking the truth. So, one side is to speak the truth. Do not worry about that. Say the truth. Very good point. And another point is when we hear the truth, we have intense feelings, or up or down. If I'm for down, what we should do is repent. If it's for up, let's carry on that way to make it even stronger life, so that other people have intense feelings, intense realizations, intense spiritual phenomena. And the Hondoke, now we read that your enemy will become the members of your church. Notice. That if Czech Republic is known as an atheistic nation, while we have been witnessing, well, actually, sometimes it was more difficult to witness to Christians rather to atheists. So the so-called enemies will become members of the church. If we speak about bringing the cultures together, it is not in this time, not only the religions that come closer and cooperating, also world, as we say, is one global transport economic zone. Notice things that we learn to school, they are very similar with things that we learn in Japan, not so much difference. If in the past we think about that, Arabian nations were more developed in mathematics, for example, Europe nations were more developed in architecture. But nowadays, everything is coming together in terms of knowledge. No matter what you study, no matter where you receive, it's almost coming one. If you notice also the laws of nations, slowly are becoming very similar, copying each other. If one nation has something good, another nation, after a certain period, tries to copy it because it's good. So, on and on, like, does anybody wants to go? I see people looking at the time. Yeah, okay. So we go. The direction is there. One world. So let's remind again us again that in order to be realized Vision 2020, let's give our best efforts in this period more intense. If we did 0, okay, let's do a little bit more. And let's not expect miracles or whatever it is. God will be fair with us. He is fair, always. Thank you for attention. Have a beautiful week. Our most beloved prayer. Right now we had together a Sunday service. We're really grateful that we're here together. Have a chance to bring you offering, being together as family and practicing what you have been teaching us. One family under true parents. As the Vision 2020 is coming out, more intensive preparations are going around the world. As we are expecting also True Mother after 1 month and a half. So we pray that we have open hearts every day to have give and take with you, and really to strengthen the foundation that other people can receive life and the responsibility, humility, not remaining only individual, but really more substantial in as True Mother is guiding us to reach national level. So it's a posting now. We'd like to offer this in my name, typical Pinkowski, West Central Family.
Děkujeme vám Světkovi za vzácnou bohoslužbu. Kdo z vás si splní zodpovědnost? Zvedněte ruce. Mě to trošku připomnělo hru asi druhá legenda, kde jsem znala vlajky, který hrajeme na tábory. Jak jakoby máme 2 dny a vlastně každý tým má jednu půlku pole a snažíme se prostě si navzájem brát vlajky a chytáme se a takhle. A vlastně celou hru organizujeme strategie a takhle a potom na konci, když zbývá tak minuta a odpočítává se do konce hry, tak se všichni rozeběhneme a prostě snažíme se chytit co nejvíc vlajek. Takže mě to připomnělo ty poslední 2 roky do roku 2020. Takže doufám, že jste byli inspirovaní a mějte hezký další týden a ještě, kdo má oznámení, tak by mohl přijít dopředu. Jo, a před oznámením bude píseň.
Že bude to pásy dolů.
It takes a small to get higher going. Soon the those around will walk to its glowing. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you spread His love to everyone. You want to pass it on. What a wondrous time is spring, when all the trees are budding, the birds begin to sing, the flowers start their blooming. That's how it is with God's love. Once you've experienced it, you want to see. It's fresh like spring, going to pass it on. I wish for you, my friend, this happiness that I found. If you can't think back, it matters not where you are. I show you from the bottom. Hey, hey, I want the world to know. The Lord of love has come to me. I want you to pass it on. I shout it from the mountaintop. Hey, hey, I want the world to know. The Lord of love has come to me. I want to pass it on.
První oznámení studenty Jana Martina a potom
So, hello, brothers and sisters. I was yesterday one day in Vienna from Central Europe leaders meeting, preparation of True Mother. So, we're advancing, right? Anyway, I got a little bit more information of the coming of True Mother, which is exactly what Svetko said. 3 months. 3 months. 3 months. April 28, 29, 30. So, like they're divided like in 3 stages of formation stage, organization of the event, and mobilization. They go make a foundation. Then it's the event by itself, and then is the after event. And Mother really insisted this time that use this event to transform our situation in Europe. So it's important. Mother is not coming and we just go to one event. That's how we understand it, because that's where we are. But we are bringing, we try to bring some guests there, right? And this is the way we are moving forward. So on 28 and 29, there will be like a religious association lunch, UDF Leaders Federation event with some agreement. It will not be that big, maybe. About 20 people. But this can change as when Mother goes into it. Things become suddenly more international and start to take new proportions. But anyway, that you can kind of visualize it. Then also on 28, youth assembly in the afternoon. And there will be something like a peace walk through Vienna, various program, and it will finish in the evening with the Yojon Cultural Festival, which will finish like 8:39. It just you can a little bit, plan ahead. You do not need to go 100% it, but you can see. And then on the 29th in the afternoon will be the event at the Stadthalle with a drum. I'm going to visit the Stadthalle, a huge thing, 12,000 people. Event. It's like scary. But anyway, we are now like a big region, yeah? So people will come from all over. And on 30th of April from 9 to 11 will be a victory celebration. So you're not obliged to go to everything. You can, but the main thing what we are asked on the tremendous event, that's where we need to really, which is like on Sunday 29. If you want to stay over, find your accommodation or come one day earlier, which I'm going for the you can think ahead, you can slowly look, for Airbnb, some accommodation, or maybe you can still sleep on the check site. It's cheaper. I have no idea, you have to do big research. So they were saying it could be cheaper to you can check over a week and go. I have no idea, you have to check it. This is like what we can see ahead. Of course, we as a nation will start to go really into it and more like a mobility maybe after Korea, because now we are focused on our blessing. And our blessing event, yes, there was already 100 people registered. I believe we reached our goal, which was 150, so we're getting there. Very interesting because, to my surprise, people are interested in the blessing. Maybe not the level that we receive it, but people are very moved when I myself explain the blessing to them. This kind of spiritual commitment. Interesting thing, if we didn't make such an event, right? It would have happened. Then that event, we can also use some of that foundation, and say, next, we make some kind of program because we know the reality. These people are not joining or do. Well, maybe we'll make some local meetings in March, but maybe we can bring, alcohol to mother, and we know what her mother will say, right? She always says the same thing, right? She is proclaiming to the world. She always say, I proclaim to the world what you're not saying. I'm telling them. So she's very strong. Yeah. So this is like what you can kind of expect. It's kind of good weekend. It's the weekend of the 1st of May, right? So it's kind of after. Probably on Monday, the children don't have school, so it's kind of, lucky time. Can put it this way. It's a good weekend. Then, you can probably will organize some kind of bus for the ones who want to go, and then some people go by car. I took the train yesterday. I came back with Europe, and I took the train, and the train is very cheap, like less than 400, and whoa. 4 hours, you don't even realize you're already there. No, it's not a problem. It's a big problem to travel now in Vienna. Like they really make it. So it depends on how you will want to go. You want to stay 3 days, or you want to stay 1 day. I think the guests will try to organize it. I'm just like brainstorming that you little bit understand where we're going. We receive not a too hard goal. Honestly, I was really afraid of the goal, but we got 200 people, which is not much for being a country close by. So 200 goal, 200 people, they're doing it a very smart way. They will give us 200 seats in the hall. And that's ours. Do you understand what I mean? It's like, if we don't bring them, they are empty. Yeah, anyway. So, so this is what I can say to you about for now, let you know, but think about it. The people we witness in the witnessing center will continue. Actually, we're doing really well. I think the missionary can say, someday They really have 6 new guests. No. We think that people are not interested in the principle, but it's not true because we give them introduction, maybe on the board. We invite them to come with the dark book. And yes, even people who don't believe in God, they are thinking that's very interesting explanation. You'll be surprised. So I recommend you sometimes to come even for 1.5 hours or something. If you have time, and you can go with a young missionary. They are from here, they came here, they're coming from a Christian nation, but they are catching up. They are starting to understand, wow, they are atheists, they don't believe in God, but they're looking for something. Wow, that's interesting. Not such a bad nation. So, yeah, like I said, give and take. Through give and take, your spirit raises. And then after this, you can see that actually we can harvest this nation. Because I'm on announcement, but I felt it was important and I explain to you about it.
Martin, how about here? Can we get some schedule, some program?
Yeah, they are making it.
Well,
I mean, they are focusing completely on it.
in order to invite people.
Yeah. I think in our nation we would definitely make our own. Honestly, like our own, like can make it in Czech language. We can make like we want. They told us do it like it fits for your nation. So maybe we can use what they do because they are still, why they're still working on culture program. They're trying to get. They're trying to get also like some artists. They're talking, you will not know her, Christina Sturmer. And she's very famous in Austria and Germany. She was like somebody who won the talent show, but then she was the top for like a few years. But last 3 years she got tired and so on, but she's well known. So they're trying also, to bring certain people. They will come based on her. But I think for us, it doesn't mean anything.
When we organize some bus for our guests, and it will be the 29th, yeah?
Yes, I think for the guests, then it's up to you. If you go the weekend and you are with another family and you decided to make together still a nice weekend.
No, I asked now about the guests. If we invite people, so it's good to invite them all this.
Yeah, and they will have to pay something. They will have to pay something because we have to cover the whole event ourselves.
So we should know.
We should make a price.
As soon as possible. When can we know it?
I'm telling you honestly, I want to finish the blessing spiritually because I think that blessing is.
It's good.
You will know there will be a bus. There will be a bus for Prague. If we need 2 buses, like Susie, we will look for 2 buses.
Okay, but it will be 29, not 28. 29, going there and going back.
We will do such a thing, going there, coming back. For the people also who just want to stay one day, you don't have a car. Then I want to tell you, it's so easy to go to Vienna with your own car or with public transport.
And for us, it's only 28. It means 28 we can go there, or we should go.
If you go there, no, 28 starts program. It depends.
In the afternoon or in the
afternoon. The youth program starts afternoon.
And the women's program, you said European.
I don't know. They are working. They are building up everything. It's how to say. It's in the process. The conference.
Just the point is, if it's in the
basically to tell you honestly, take 4 days off. Take 3 days off from your job. Then you're sure if it's that's the problem, you take off. Yeah. No, but maybe she asked for her job. So take off the job. I cannot tell you. This is the situation. Or you go for the day, or you decide to go Saturday, Sunday. You want to stay for the victory celebration. You sleep Sunday evening still somewhere. Next day you can go to the victory celebration. Then details will come after. You can make program, but if you don't know who will sing, who will dance there, they are making contract now also with these people to advertise. Yeah? You understand? 29, 28, 29, 30. for member, it's interesting. If you want to go only 28, you don't have finances, it's expensive for you, go for the day. The main thing is the 29. Okay, you have more questions? You can ask me individually.
Tak na mě musíme se bavit otázky, tak taky už po skončení. Já bych chtěla připomenout, zbývají 2 týdny. Takže nezapomeňte. A potom od 18. února do 25. Takže do 25. února bude tady výstava těch našich příspěvků do soutěže. Takže to je jedna věc. Druhá věc, důležitá. Omlouvám se, minule jsme zapomněli představit důležité hosty, momentálně součást naší české rodiny. So please could you come forward? Please come forward. Máme vzácnou návštěvu a velkou pomoc. Přijel 4 misionáři, Chonolguk misionáři z Ameriky a přijeli nám pomoct.
My name is Alyssa De Lorenzo, and I am 21 years old, and I'm from Montana. Thank you. 21.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. I'm really grateful that we got to come to Czech Republic for this mission. We're going to be here for 3 months until April, or halfway through April. So, yes. My name is Kinasa, by the way. Kinasa Gamel. I'm from Oregon, and we're actually part of GPA and Chonolguk Missionaries. So I've been doing 3 years of GPA, and I'm 21. So thank you for having us.
Hey, my name is Michael. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. Wanted to know the response. That's it.
Hello. My name is Ikse Nagat. I'm from Los Angeles, California. Beautiful. It's been here for only a week. I'm really excited for the rest of this time.
What's witnessing?
Witnessing? Yeah, witnessing. For me, I did witnessing in Los Angeles and Las Vegas too, but you know, it's like really, it's here. Especially I can see how much I can really learn. So she's just going out for just to learn so much. Really be able to take care of like people in Czech Republic. It's like, wow, they're not so different. They're like, you know, they're like our brothers and sisters too. So I want to really be able to, you know, be able to give them something that I know truest for myself, my heart. So yeah, it's really, I can say, you know, we've all learned a lot, and I'm really excited for these next few months.
So you're excited too. Takže přidejte se, připojte se, spakujeme výzvu. Když chcete přijít cvičit, spojte se s cvečkem, nějak se to šikovně organizuje časově. Jste vítáni. A poslední ještě bych chtěla říct, že dneska má službu skupina výborníků. Příště Příště je skupinová bohoslužba. Potom 11. února má tady bohoslužbu náš regionální vedoucí Schmidt. To je důležitá informace.
So hello, I only would like to say that this afternoon from 2 o'clock, about from 2 to 5, there will be a DP workshop here with the topics like the purpose of our life and the way to fulfill it. I will be lecturing, and they're supposed to come maybe from 3 to 5 guests of mine. So whoever wants to join is welcomed. Anička will come here, Slazakova, so thank you. And whoever wants to come, at least for a while. I know, missionaries, you have your free time, so I don't want to say just come, but in case you could just come for a moment, I would like to introduce you and to connect the people to you so that they could continue, because I do not have much time to care for them. So will be fine, but we can speak afterwards. So whoever wants to come, so welcome.
Ještě oznámení první piky. Tam vidíte na něco
Hello, Shiki. Yeah, I'm going to speak in English. I feel more comfortable like that. So yeah, I just came back from STF. I actually spent 3 weeks in Senegal, so in Africa. There was this African summit. Yeah, why actually the summit was there? It was mainly because Trumala thinks that Senegal is like the new country that's going to bring like Vision 2020. And actually, STF was called by Dr. Michael Malcolm to go there 2 weeks before. They just came, they were like, hey, STF, I mean, Michael Malcolm told Trumala, yeah, STF agreed to come, but we actually didn't know about it. So it was like last minute, just like injections and everything. But yeah, well, STF was more like the staff there, so we were helping out in all kind of ways. Like I was accommodation coordinator, so I was responsible of a 5-star hotel, and then there were like 150 parliamentaries and ministers and assemblymen and people like that. And yeah, basically my job was just to take care of them and bring them to the conference. So actually, I cannot say anything about the conference because I didn't see anything. I didn't even see Trumala, but yeah, personally, it was, I don't know, I don't know, because all those, like, I spent 1 year in STM doing, like, I know, like, learning about God through parents and things, but then I never really did anything, like, substantial, and then just coming there, it really felt like, wow, like, all my work is, like, I could really, like, help Trumala in that way. Yeah, I don't know, this conference was actually really important. I don't know if someone watched it, or, yeah, okay. Yeah, but it's like, I think it was one of the most important conferences since Foundation Day. Maybe even in history, Trumala said it might be the most important. So yeah, I don't know, like make sure, I don't know, I think it's good to just look at least what Trumala said, or what after in the victory celebration in Korea, when Trumala came back, there was another victory celebration. Like I think it's good to just watch at least what Mama Kathy said. I just want to mention that if someone didn't read this stuff. You can ask me later.
Já bych jenom chtěla připomenout, že příští víkend je Hard Weekend, takový to začáteční Hard Weekend, jakoby začneme spolu nový rok. A samozřejmě všichni jste vítaní, všichni jste zváni. Taky prosím starší, fakt víte, abyste podporili ty mladší, protože jich je hodně tentokrát. Jestli všichni přijdou, tak jich je asi 6 nebo 7, možná i 8. Takže začneme v sobotu ráno a skončíme v neděli po bohoslužbě, jo? Budeme mít spolu snídaní a pak po bohoslužbě. A je tady někdo, kdo narozený v roce 2006? 2006, tak jsem slovíčko se Ne, ale každopádně všichni harpáci jste vítaní plus ty noví, co jsou narozený v roce 2006. Tak se těšíme. A pošlu ještě jednou pozvánku pro do Petra a dám to taky na Facebook a na Harpchat a můžete se přihlašovat. Děkuji.
Děkujeme za oznámení, máte ještě někdo něco, co byste chtěli říct? Tak, teď bychom asi mohli ukončit tuto bohoslužbu a přeji vám den a hezký 2 roky do 2020.